Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley and today we're going to be doing the second update in the Graveyard Project Pan. This is a project that was created by Emily McGinnis. Her channel is Emily and Max, and as always I will have her linked in the description box below. But she created this project a few years ago now at this point, and I have been so lucky to participate in this project every year, and I really enjoy the concept of this project. So this project was created to target two key areas of our collections. We have Resurrection, which is going to be products that were previously in other projects that either we failed to hit goal on or we did hit goal, but we haven't really used them again since, so we want to bring them back out and give them some additional love. The other category is Collecting Cobwebs, and those are going to be the products that we haven't used in way too long, and they are collecting cobwebs. So I personally chose 3 products for each category, but this is kind of open to your own sort of zhuzhing. You can choose any amount that you want really, and it does have bi-monthly updates, meaning that we are updating today, but the finale is going to be in 2 months on December 3rd. December? Wow. The year's going by quickly, but not that quickly. October 31st. So let's go ahead and talk about my update because it's going to be an exciting one. I'm very, very happy. So let's go ahead and start first with Resurrection. So in my Resurrection category, I have this right here. This is from It Cosmetics. This is their Bye Bye Under Eye Corrector. It's in a pot though. I don't know that they make this version anymore, which is a shame because I really like this product a lot. It had previously been in a, I think, Partners in Cream project, and I wanted to hit the bottom. I've not done that yet, but this is a humongous dip. Oh, you know what? No. I think that the first time this has been in a project was in the Graveyard Project Pan. I think I had this in for Collecting Cobwebs. Just kidding. So yes, I do want to hit the bottom of the jar, but as you can see, while there is a humongous dip going on in there, I haven't made it down. I don't know how deep this goes. It's really hard to tell through the packaging because of the way the plastic kind of warps the image a little bit. But nonetheless, I'm really enjoying using this product because it works so well for me. This is basically my skin tone in a pot. So it works really well for covering things like blemishes. It works well for helping to hide my under eye darkness because let's be honest, mama has a lot of it. So what I've been doing is I've actually been going in with this first and then going in with foundation and concealing on top of that, because under my eyes I do like a brightening concealer, which this definitely is not, but it does definitely help to diminish those dark circles. So I have used this a total of 34 times since bringing it in on the last update, so I'm feeling pretty good about it. I am definitely hoping to hit the bottom of the jar before the finale. It's a little bit harder because as my nails get a little bit longer, I do like to keep them on the shorter side, but when you kind of get a little bit further down into that deep crater of a dip, it kind of gets underneath your nails, so I've been kind of working the edges more so than trying to drill my way to the bottom, which is counterproductive for the project, but I'm getting a lot of use out of it, which is ultimately what for me project panning is kind of geared towards. So happy with my progress, hoping to make goal, but we'll see. The next item in my Resurrection category has been in this project and another project, so we've been around the block with this baby. These are my Algenist Reveal Drops in the shade Green. I do want to get them used up. I do have a new line for you right here. It's kind of hard to see because of the way it separates. There's a layer of water. But we're so close to the bottom, you guys. It's getting a lot harder to get product into the dropper. So I want to have this done so badly. But I don't want to get comfortable because while this is a really small amount of product, let me see if I can get you. As you can see, we've been kind of hitting these hash marks on our bi-monthly updates. So even though there's not a ton of product in there, it seems like, I think this is going to take me right up to the wire, but it will feel so good to get this finish. It will feel so good to get this finish. So I have used this product a total of 34 times since our last update. So we are definitely trucking right along, but it's going to be a close finish. It's going to be a close finish. The third item that is in my resurrection category is a lip liner. This is from Stila. This is the Stay All Day lip liner in the shade Zinfandel. This was in my A to Z project pan last year, I'm pretty sure. And it is my goal to use it up, and I did. It is all gone. I used up a lip liner. So freaking excited. Lip products in general are tough for me to use up, but lip liners, I just never use them. So I don't know why I have them, but I never think to use them. So this feels so, so good. I used it an additional 7 times to have an actual empty, and I'm very excited. I'm very excited. So I have to replace this item that I've used up. So I'm actually going to use this right here. You guys may remember this. If you've been with me for a while, you may remember this. This is a Tarte blush. This is not even a full-size blush. This is a deluxe sample that came in like an Ipsy or a Play by Sephora or some sort of something like that. This is in the shade Unstoppable, and it genuinely is unstoppable. So this is where we are here. You can see the pattern very distinctly. That was after a year of usage. This was in an A to Z project pan. I had wanted to hit pan on it. I came nowhere near at all. So I'm not trying to hit pan on it now because I'm not delusional, at least not typically. So I think for this one, we're just gonna attach a number goal to it. Blush for me is easy to use regularly. I'm not someone who feels compelled to switch up my blush game the way that I do with the other aspects of my makeup. So I'm gonna attach a number goal here, and it's going to be, all right, sorry about that. My memory card was full, but we were talking about putting a number goal on this blush here. So because there are 2 months left in this project, I do want to give a fairly significant number goal. So we're going to go with 45, and hopefully we can see a small difference, maybe a little bit. I don't know, fingers crossed. But yes, 45 uses is what we are going to attach to this blush here. So moving on to the other category, which is collecting cobwebs. The first item that we brought in, I want to say last update, is this right here. This is my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation. I do believe this is the oldest foundation currently in my collection, and my goal is to get the foundation line to, I'm pretty sure I said below the sea. So we're not there. We're not there. So this is the new line here. And to be honest, what's going on is that I have to mix this with other foundations because for like the first time in my adult life, I have a bit of a tan. It's kind of cool. But it means that most of my foundations are actually not the right color for me at the moment. So I have a tinted foundation from, or a tinted moisturizer rather, from Lancome that even though I purchased the lightest shade in their range, it's too dark for me. So I've actually been using it as a mixer and it's been working quite nicely for me. But what that means is that I'm not using as much foundation because it is kind of a mixture, duh. So I have used this a total of 20 times since bringing it into this project. So I don't think it's realistic to hit that goal, but we're still gonna keep working through it and getting as close as we possibly can because that baby's old. That baby's old. The next item that we have is an eyeshadow. This is from Victoria's Secret. I am 100% positive I purchased this before moving to North Carolina, which was 10 years ago. Yeah, in October, 10 years ago. So, she be old, but it is my goal to hit pan on it. And as you can see, pan has been achieved. Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. So yes, very excited. I've actually really enjoyed using this. I don't know if the color is still true to what it was when it was purchased because I genuinely do not remember, But this has been a very just nice dusty purple shade that I've been using in my crease with a lot of looks, and I've enjoyed using it. However, with that said, I'm super excited to have another pan in my collection. So we have a gold, a gold matte here, which feels great. The last item in this category is a lip gloss from Buxom. This is in the shade White Russian. It is my goal to finish it, and as you can see, I actually did. I finished a lip gloss. I mean, it's a deluxe sample size, but I pulled the stopper and I scraped out as much as I possibly could from this. There's definitely some that is still stuck to the walls, which I guess technically I could go in with a Q-tip and try to really just get the last of it, but I don't want to. Panning this has really made me come to terms with the fact that I don't like Buxom lip glosses. Not because there's anything necessarily wrong with the lip gloss themselves. I think the lip glosses themselves are beautiful. I don't like plumping lip glosses, and I knew that I didn't like plumping lip glosses, but these were everybody's favorite on YouTube, so I felt like they should be mine too. So I bought a whole bunch of them, and if you've been keeping up with my declutter series for my lip products, I have now decluttered all of my Buxom lip glosses because I just don't enjoy plumping lip glosses. I just don't. So I'm super excited to have a lip gloss actually finished and completed, but this is not something that I am sad to see go, unfortunately. But that means that I need to pull in 2 more products to replace them, which if you're keeping count at home, friends, I hit goal on 3 items with 2 of them being empties. That feels so outstanding. So the first item that I'm going to pull in for collecting cobwebs is this right here. This is a spray from Truffle Therapy from Skin & Co. This came in a BoxyCharm. I think I liked this. It's been a really long time ago, so I don't remember, but I think I liked this. I'm definitely not going to be able to use the whole thing up in the next 2 months. So I think what I'd like to do is use half, so get it down to the bottom. There we go, to the bottom of this gold seal. I think that would be, doable. So that is my goal with this baby right here. And then this is actually going to straddle the line between both projects. So this is a little eyeshadow palette from Tarte. It is the Young, Wild, and Free. This is the very first palette that I tried to pan that palette with in 2018, I think, and I failed at it. But this is what it's looking like now. So I finished this one in 2018. This was just a matte bone colored shade, so super easy. But in last year's Graveyard Project pan, I tried to finish off this shade here, which was kind of a gold highlighty sort of shade. I think my goal last year for that item was to finish half, and I met that goal, but I did finish it off in the year. So I do have 2 completely empty pans in here. I think what I want to do is I want to try to hit pan on this shade right here called Lucky Charm. So I think that is what I want my goal to be. I'm panning a ton of eyeshadow, so I'm not trying to add too much to my plate, but I feel like that would be a really good thing. I would eventually like to pan almost this whole palette. It does have a matte black in here, which I have absolutely no interest in trying to pan, but eventually I think it would be really cool to have that completely finished. But like I said, I'm not placing a ton of pressure on myself to do that. But yeah, so 3 items out of 6 gold matte, 2 of which total empties. So excited, so excited. Like, I feel amazing about that progress. And yes, so as always, everyone that I have talked about is going to be linked in the description box below, as well as links to everything that I'm panning, what I'm wearing on my face. The whole shebang is going to be down there. And if you have not yet subscribed, I hope that you'll consider doing so. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope that you're having an amazing day, and I will see you next time. Bye.